Deep in the fog-covered waters off the western coast lies an island. A cursed land known to few and feared by all who do. They call it Whispering Isle, because at night, the wind carries the sound of something unnatural. Something that hunts. A creature half machine, half spider. They call it Choo Charles. But this is not the story of his terror. This is the story of his birth. The night when Charles became Hell Charles. Years ago, a man named Warren Charles, owner of the Charles Mining Company, sailed to Whispering Isle. He claimed he came searching for gold. But greed wasn't the only thing driving him. Locals said he was looking for something ancient, something not meant to be found. When his crew began digging deep beneath the island, strange whispers echoed from the tunnels. And one day, his foreman, Eugene, stumbled upon something shimmering in the dark. 3 glowing eggs, pulsating with a crimson light. They weren't made of gold, but something alive. Eugene took the eggs to Warren. Warren, obsessed with their power, ordered his team to bring them to an ancient temple hidden in the jungle, a place long abandoned by a tribe that once worshipped creatures from below. But when they unearthed the final egg, they woke up its guardian. From the shadows, it crawled, a massive spider-like beast, its eyes burning red. It was older than the island itself. And it was angry. It tore through the mining crew, claws ripping, jaws snapping. Screams filled the caves. Blood splattered against the rock walls. Only Eugene escaped, carrying the eggs and a curse. The creature chased Eugene through the mining yard. Gunfire cracked through the night, bullets bouncing off the monster's shell. In a desperate attempt to survive, the spider crawled into the nearest structure, an old, rusted train engine, abandoned years ago. And that's when it happened. The metal and flesh began to fuse. Sparks flew. Steam hissed. The sound of screeching metal twisted into something unnatural. The spider became one with the machine. And from that horror rose Choo Charles, a creature of steel and bone, fire and fury. Eugene barely made it back to Warren. They took the 3 eggs to the temple, where a strange crystal prism stood, a device built to drain the life from the eggs before they could hatch. Warren believed this would harness their energy. But when the ritual began, the island trembled. And from the darkness came Charles, charging straight into the prism's beam. The light turned blood red. Energy surged through his metal shell. His body twisted, melted, reformed. And in that infernal glow, Hell Charles was born. Years later, the island was nothing but ruins. Whispering Isle had become a graveyard. But Warren wasn't finished. He called for help, a monster hunter from the mainland. The hunter's mission: find the hidden eggs, destroy them, and end the curse. He fought through the wreckage, repaired an old train, and upgraded it with weapons. The final battle began under a blood-red sky. The hunter lured Charles onto a bridge rigged with explosives. With one last shot, he blew the bridge apart. Charles plummeted into the abyss, impaled on steel beams below. For a moment, it was over. Silence returned to the island. But evil never truly dies. Beneath the island, the soil began to tremble. Hundreds of eggs started to glow. Cracks formed. Small eggs began to push through. And deep below the earth, a new sound echoed, the faint rumble of a train horn. Hell Charles was only the beginning. If you ever hear a train whistle on an island with no tracks, run, because he's coming back.